Hi, it's Lorelei. Lorelei, personal coaching, intuitive mentor, and teacher. I'm a spiritual student. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual mentor, and I'm a mom to 3 kids. And this is my healing mandala and my business card. And I love working with moms, sensitive moms and mom entrepreneurs, and especially working with moms that have empathic and sensitive kids. I have 3 very unique individual beautiful, I call them the Buddhas that live in my house, and I call myself the Swami Mommy, and I'm the Swami 3 Mommy. So today, this clip is about your signs and symbols, and this is the 3rd in the series. And this is about understanding that there are universal signs and symbols, cultural signs and symbols. And the ones that I'm here to talk about today, which the ones I love and I feel are so powerful and so needed right now, is our individual signs and symbols. So you may start off by reading a book. You may start off by having people tell you certain things mean certain things. And then there's those unique connections that you create in the relationship with yourself, with something else that's going on. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your inner guidance, your relationship with the world, your relationship with your financial flow, your healing abilities, your joys, your frustrations. So signs and symbols. So this, I'm encouraging you to create, to be aware, and to create your own signs and symbols. So today this symbol comes from the Sedona deck. This is the Sedona deck. Today I was inspired to draw from it. And the Sedona deck was created by Kathleen Gabriel. I love the beautiful, doesn't it look like a fingerprint, the vortex? Like you are your own unique energetic fingerprint. That's really the moral of the story here today. And the card that I selected for this one is, this is called Cathedral Rock. And this card on this one says beauty, and well, that's really beautiful, and it is completely beautiful. That's what this card says. So I'm going to set that card down because when I was in Sedona on retreat and visiting with my beautiful aunt, the first time that we took a map and went to all the vortexes that are listed there, we went there to meditate, to feel for ourselves. It was the first time we'd ever really done anything like that. I was in the Chicago area, she was in LA. Divine timing had her and I there. We got this awesome little free book in one of the tourist stores downtown where they do the tours and all that. So we grabbed our own and did a do-it-yourself tour, and one of the stops was the beautiful Cathedral Rock. And I went to a Catholic school, all-girls Catholic high school, and this is where I met my beautiful friend Annette. And Annette was going through, gosh, it's her 7th bout with cancer at the time. It was insane how much of a journey she had, but this was going to be it. This was really going to be it. And although her and I shared a great love, and for each other and understanding, and those are the things that really connected us deeply. We had different views of religion, and she was much more, I would say, bathed and ingrained in the letter of the religion, and I was much more of a free spirit. I was much more about following what would Jesus do, and really learning to live with compassion. Our nuns, we had a Buddhist monastery next door to, this was up in the hills of Glendora, and there's a Buddhist monastery next door to the priory where the nuns live and taught there on campus. And so they took us over and they introduced us to Buddhist meditation. They were really amazing. So thankful for that learning, and those beautifully powerful nuns. Powerful, beautiful. So that's what our connection. And so moving into adulthood, I experienced more freedom, and I'd moved across the country with my family to the Chicago area. But I still, you can take the girl out of California, but you can't take the California out of the girl. And that's definitely been me, and I'm totally been me, right? When I get really excited, the colloquialisms will come out. So this beautiful Cathedral Rock. So there's this Catholic church on the very top of there, and I want to say Chapel Hill. So maybe I'm mixing up those two things. But anyway, here's the energy of that. And the energy is on that day going up there, I lit a candle for her. And I said a prayer for her. And we did a number of other ceremonies, because then I was there on a retreat with my spiritual community. And it was just really, really beautiful and really, really peaceful. And I just really, really loved that moment. So when I think of that moment and I think of Cathedral Rock, what I think about is lighting the candle, and I think about my dear sister. When I returned, she said to me, "You know that I don't understand what it is that you do. I just know that I love you and I've seen you grow." And she said, "I knew that you were on retreat," and she said, "I can't even tell you how much lighter I felt." She said, I've never experienced anything like this before, but I had peace. I really, in the first time in probably 12 years, had a genuine peace in my heart. And she did go on to have a really beautiful healing of the heart between her and her brother. And it was what allowed her to release her body into, the loving arms of her loved ones that were around. She, like many people, was concerned that maybe choices that she'd made in her life, that she would not be going to heaven, and that she was going to, experience in her mind and what had been shown to her as, hell. And she really firmly believed that that might be a possibility for her. And so she really didn't want to leave. And she had a very strong will to stay, not because her life was so great. There were a lot of circumstances, but because she was so afraid of what was coming around the next corner. But ultimately, she did receive forgiveness in her heart. She received all the blessings and everything it is that she felt that she needed to be assured that she was going to a beautiful, peaceful, loving, compassionate side. And she was able to get some messages back to me, and she was able to say that she was so grateful for me saying the prayers for her, and that even though she did not understand what it is that I was doing, she could now see and she could now understand. And to me, she'd had some kind of life review that prepared her to be able to understand her choices without judgment. And in receiving the choices she made without judgment, she was able to forgive herself, and she was able to move forward. And she ultimately was able to see all the beauty and the joy and the love that she really did bring to this world in this life, not only through our friendship, but also through her beautiful service to something that we both have always been dedicated to, and that's serving with the animals. And always deeply connected to Saint Francis of Assisi and all the beautiful creatures, great and small. So I want to share that with you. And so that to me is very significant and very special. And so when that comes up, or I feel that, or I see that for myself, or if I'm connecting with someone else, then I share and see if that relates to them. So create a really strong connection with your signs and symbols. Journal about it. I love cards. I love to put cards in notebooks. You can take pictures and create books online. Do it in all the different ways that work for you. You can create your own kind of fragrance to go along with your signs and symbols. You can create a sound. You can create a sound in nature to go along with your signs and symbols. You can create a feeling. You can create a color. You could even make a whole book about, collecting with your loved ones and spirits, and or particular ones, and create all these different ways, because we know the energy of the sign and symbol. It comes in through as an energy, right? Just as thought becomes energy, and then it becomes more dense. It takes on more substance, and then it actually becomes a picture, and that picture becomes our words. So I'm realized that at a very young age, I'm very kinesthetic, even to the point where my husband and I were talking the other day, and We were sharing some, empowering stories, and probably stories about ourselves that we never really shared with each other. And I was saying to him, what I realize is that I love sharing this story with you, and I love you loving me, telling me my story. And it's like a dance of the energy that's around. And so when I speak my voice, it's not so much to hear my words, it's to feel the feelings that comes back. It's to feel the energy that moves when I do that. So that is one of the things that does give me courage to come and to be and to film and to do this for you, because does take me a good amount of courage to do this and to be brave and to have a message. And then also I just want to say too that when I do come on, that I plan what I'm going to say, and then I let it go. So it may look like I'm fumbling around, or it may look like I'm rambling, but I'm bringing in that information. Then I'm stilling and focusing, so then I can come and speak and say. So please find your own way. I would love to watch your videos and create what are your signs and symbols. Thank you. We're first here to grow in our own spiritual growth, like I plant our seeds, and we are a beautiful seed that's planted here to grow. We are here to teach and to nurture and to support and to lead from the things that we've gained that will help improve this world and bring this world joy and light and stability. We all have our own way. We all have our own way that we do that, and we're not here to compete with each other. We are here to encourage with each other. And we're here to do that in a way that supports and lifts each other up. And we're also here to bring in expansion of energy. That's when you think about the inventors and the creators and the artists. That's not just one person. That's every person. Every single role that we have in this world really benefits from people who are loving what they're doing, engage what they're doing, and have the tools, the ability, and support to take their part in the world, to what they do every day, and bring more of themselves to that, to bring their healing energy, to bring their artistic way, to bring their organization, to put it all together so that we're all alive and well, and that we have that sovereign individual unity. There's the individual is sovereign, and together we're sovereign individuals joining together for our community. So for our soul collectives here on earth, soul collectives in the inner plane, we're all working together. I send great love and joy to you.